Gentlemen, let's talk about testosterone. Responsible for male characteristics, aids in the creation of facial hair, body hair, down there hair, builds muscle mass, and then it's the king of sexual energy too. The libido and the levels of testosterone will determine if you are firing blanks or not. And you probably wouldn't even realise if your levels were extremely low, because it's not a conversation that you can bring up with your mates now, is it? Hey Stephen mate, can we talk about our balls for a second? Gary, what the hell? So let's dive into the signs that you have low testosterone. Like and subscribe and don't move an inch. The first thing is to review your past. First of all, let's talk about any trauma that could have happened. Have you had a specific injury or any pain that stood out down there? Maybe you even had radiation treatment. Maybe in the past 6 months you took a strong medication such as a steroid. Because starting here and figuring out if there is an external factor that could contribute to low levels will help you understand what to avoid in the future. But let's dive a little bit deeper. You could have a genetic condition that runs in your family. This could be Klinefelter syndrome, hemochromatosis, or even Kalman syndrome, which will all result in lower levels. And there's even chronic diseases that can affect your liver and your kidneys that will cause a lower level of the T hormone. And if you glazed over this tip, then don't worry, let's dive into some actual bodily symptoms. You could be suffering from hair loss. Testosterone is the creator of body hair, and for sure balding is a part of the aging process in adults, mostly common in guys. But don't just assume that lower T levels affects head hair. You could notice a loss of leg hair or hair anywhere else on your body. And thank you to Let's Get Checked for sponsoring this video. You can actually check your testosterone levels at home, and it has never been this easy to get tested and get your life on track without having to visit a healthcare provider. So it's discreet and it can all be done in the comfort of your own home. Choose your test online from a variety of different categories and it will be delivered in discreet packaging and arrive in next day delivery in a box like this. Once your sample arrives in the lab, confidential results will be available from your secure online account within 2 to 5 days. Once your results are available, they will be reviewed by a physician, and then a nurse will contact you for a consultation over the phone. Now get this, in some cases, the physician will be able to provide prescriptions to the pharmacy of your choosing. I know, awesome. Let's Get Checked labs are CLIA approved and CAP accredited. Just means it's the highest ranking levels of accreditation for your peace of mind. Let's Get Checked lets you avoid uncomfortable office visits by providing you with access to home testing and professional medical consultations without ever having to leave your home. Amazing. It has never been this simple to get tested. So if you want to get tested at home and specifically to see if you have any low testosterone, then please visit trylgc.com/Joyanima testosterone. And as a special offer for all Joyanima viewers, click the link in the description of this video to get yourself 30% off your next test. Perhaps you're feeling fatigued. Body tiredness and mental tiredness are extremely common low T symptoms. You may have lots of brain fog where you forget things, struggle to really stay in the present moment on those important days, and you are just completely unable to focus on, anything. A lack of drive. This means you could be unable to set goals, you are less assertive, you lack self-confidence, you feel that you are kind of to the back burner in the workplace, you struggle to make decisions, and you feel that you are stuck in a mood of just constant brain fog. So we did touch on this just a little bit just then, but in general, having a low mood. So that is depression, tiredness, and feeling overall, what's the point in any of this type of vibe? You will find it hard to relax and concentrate. So you're going to be struggling with low confidence and low self-esteem so that you struggle to interact with anyone. And you don't find yourself pushing yourself to talk to people, and you just prefer to observe life and take a backseat on the bus. You get irritable easily. Are you feeling more bitchy lately? Unable to let things go and you are chronically easily offended? Well, it's actually a symptom of low T levels. Maybe it's over something small. I don't know, the guys made a joke about how you brought the whole team down in a Halo online game and you just can't get over that comment. Maybe you rage quit and spend the rest of the week ruminating over what that person said. Well, welcome to the world of being a girl, where tiny little things stay in your head and you cannot get them to leave until you cry, talk to someone in full detail about it, and cry some more. I'm kidding. You are not turning into a girl, don't worry. But those lower T levels get you kind of closer to the female state of emotional response. In comparison, someone with high testosterone levels will feel a little bit more laid back with life and, yeah, they're not bothered by banter. Decreased sex drive. You probably don't feel that you have that primal urge to do the deed. It can be easy to notice in a relationship as your partner can bring it up in a conversation. Now, every guy is different, but only you know if you haven't felt that rush of sexual energy for a while. Many other factors can create a decreased drive for sex, such as heartbreak, illness, and chronic stress. So this doesn't just apply to a lower sex drive. It could just be your lack of willing to date someone new. You're not bothered about internet dating and couldn't care about meeting someone new. It's not, I'm an independent guy who doesn't need to date right now. You probably feel like I really don't care. What's the whole point of this anyway? Erection problems. Tying close to the previous tip, let's talk about bedroom antics. If you struggle with the urge of wanting to let off some steam, you may even struggle in the moment to reach a happy ending. You will find it hard to maintain your stamina. You may feel that your Johnson gives up the ghost and just isn't doing his usual totem pole acrobatics. You know exactly what I'm going on about here. Or maybe he doesn't actually get out of bed in the morning. He just feels as though he is constantly hitting the snooze button. Being infertile. Not every one of you gentlemen will know that you are shooting for blanks unless you took a test or you are trying for a baby. Low testosterone does create less swimmers, so if you're trying for a baby and you've not had much luck, well, this is something to consider. You find it incredibly hard to shift that excess body fat. If you have tried to make an effort to work out, you are restricting your calorie intake, yet that body fat seems very stubborn, then low T levels are to blame. You're gonna find yourself putting in so much more work to achieve just a tiny bit of weight loss that you felt in the past was easy to get rid of. Smaller family jewels. Yeah, let's not anger the YouTube gods. You know what I'm talking about. If you don't, maybe Wrinkleberries, Gonads, Bits and Pieces, Tom and Jerry, Squirrel Attractors. That should really help spring to mind what we're on about here. My mother would be proud. If you've suffered with low testosterone for years, specifically during puberty, you may never assume that you're actually suffering the effects, especially if it's been long-term, and small conquers can be a sign of low T levels. Decreased stamina and endurance. You are going to notice this easily if you regularly work out or you lift heavy things for part of your day job. It's as if your body gets tired extremely easy and you can't push yourself like you once did. This is down to the low energy levels in your muscles. Now, guys naturally have more energy to build muscle mass quicker, but low T levels will make you lose that energy, meaning that you don't get to use the gym gains hashtag because, well, your body's kind of like, nah. If you think I missed something from today's video, let me know down in the comments. Give me a huge thumbs up and consider subscribing to make my day. But if you want to get your name rolling up next to my face, like these amazing people's names here, then all you have to do is click the link in the description bar below to find out a little bit more. Have an amazing day. See you soon.